I can still hear their laughter, high-pitched, sharp, echoing in the corridor of that hotel. My wrists burned where the cheap nylon rope cut into my skin. My ankles, too. They'd tied me to the bed like it was some joke. My wallet gone, my passport gone, my phone gone. And as they slammed the door, my wife, leaned back in, smirking. "Good luck, babe," she said. Then they were gone. 900 miles from home. No money, no ID, no friends in the city. Just a cold air vent humming above my head and the sound of a car engine fading into the distance. We'd been married 4 years. I'd thought we were solid. We'd laughed together, built a life together. I trusted her enough to believe her sisters were just eccentric. They pulled jokes that went too far, but she always defended them. "They're just having fun. Lighten up," she'd say. Looking back, I see the cracks. The way she sided with them, even when they humiliated me at family dinners, the way they treated me as an outsider in my own home. I mistook tolerance for strength. In truth, I was training myself to accept disrespect. The hotel incident wasn't random. Later, I'd learn it was a bet. One sister dared the others to see how far they could push me before I broke. My wife volunteered. She thought she knew my limits. She underestimated me. I freed myself by cutting the rope against a metal bed frame. Walked barefoot to the lobby. No shoes, no ID, no money, just humiliation. It took me 2 days to convince the police I wasn't some vagrant, 3 more to get temporary papers from my embassy. By then, my wife had gone silent. No calls, no messages. When I finally made it home, she'd already cleared out our apartment. Half my clothes, some furniture, my dignity, all gone. I didn't go after her. Not then. I let her think she'd erased me from her life. 7 years is a long time to disappear. It's also the perfect amount of time to build something sharp enough to cut without warning. I started with information. Quietly, anonymously, I followed her life from a distance. She remarried, a man named Curtis, real estate developer. I learned his businesses, his debts, his weaknesses. I learned her new address, her habits, her passwords. She had 2 kids, not his. I knew that before he did. The father was a coworker she'd been sleeping with before their wedding. I kept evidence, dates, photos, bank transfers. I built a portfolio not of stocks, but of leverage. Every year I added to it. Every year my patience grew colder, sharper. When the moment came, it wasn't loud. It was surgical. Curtis was holding a charity gala, wealthy guests, local press, cameras everywhere. I walked in through the service entrance, my name on the catering company's list, black suit, clean shave, no trace of the man tied to a bed years ago. She didn't recognize me at first. She was on stage smiling that politician's wife smile. Then her eyes met mine across the crowd. Her hand froze mid-gesture. Her lips tightened just slightly. I didn't smile back. Instead, I nodded toward the tall man standing behind me, Curtis's lawyer. Her color drained. The lawyer had an envelope. Inside, DNA results, photographs, affidavits. Curtis opened it during his own speech. The silence that followed was perfect. A slow ripple through the audience as he read. Then he looked at her, not with anger, not yet, just calculation, the kind that ends marriages and drains bank accounts overnight. But that was only the first cut. While she tried to control Curtis's fury, her sisters were receiving packages at home. Each box contained a copy of the police report from the hotel incident, filed retroactively under my name with attached witness statements from the hotel staff. I'd made sure employers, neighbors, and spouses got copies, too. Their worlds began to crumble in parallel. One lost her job within a week. Another's husband filed for divorce. The youngest arrested for unrelated fraud charges I'd been sitting on for years, just waiting for the right push. Curtis threw her out that night. No car, no money, just a single suitcase in the driveway of their mansion. While paparazzi circled like vultures, she called me. I let it ring. Then I sent her a message. Good luck, babe. The second time I saw her in person was a month later. Different city, different clothes, same hollow eyes. She approached me outside a coffee shop, trying to sound casual. You did this, she said. Her voice shook, not from anger, but from the realization that I'd been there in the shadows for 7 years. I didn't deny it. I just stepped aside, revealing the man behind me, her father, the one she hadn't spoken to in over a decade after she stole from his retirement fund. He'd seen the evidence. He knew everything now. Her lips parted, but no words came out. Her father didn't speak either. He just looked at her like she was a stranger. Then he turned and walked away. That was the last time she saw me. I didn't destroy her out of rage. Rage is sloppy. I dismantled her because she thought my silence was weakness. Because she laughed while I was tied to a bed, stripped of everything, treated like a joke. 7 years ago, I had nothing. Now I have peace. She has nothing. We're even.